Have you ever had a really good hand massage? Great hand massages feel amazing and can really help if you have hand pain or arthritis or something like that. Today I'm going to review the H50 Handspa Pro Hand Massager from Bob and Brad. And this is a unique little hand massager. I've never tried something like this before, so let's get into the review. Okay, so first of all, this hand massager, this Handspa Pro Hand Massager, it comes in this box, and it's pretty small. I had some of my staff were talking about it looks like a Stormtrooper glove or a Big Hero 6 glove, something like that, or an Iron Man glove that's white. So it looks kind of cool. I had my doubts that it would actually work because I've never actually used something that looks like this. It also comes with a little bag you can store it in. So we got the bag. We got a little finger massager. I'll show you how to use that in a minute. And a charger, and it also comes with some gloves that you can use to apply lotion. So it's pretty simple and easy to use. You just put it on your hand. It has individual spots for each finger, and it's pretty comfortable. It has a really soft liner in there, and it can go on either hand, so it will just go on right hand like this with that facing that way, and then if it's on your left hand, then it will be on the back side. So a couple of things, just going over how it works. You can just turn it on by holding the power button down, and it starts working its magic. I think it's almost out of battery power, but you can feel it start to do some compression. It has 3 different modes, and those modes are different intensities. And so you change that by hitting the mode button, and it will change colors depending on which mode you are on. So it'll go blue, green, or red. And you can also change the intensity by hitting the intensity button. It does the same, blue, green, or red, depending on the intensity. Blue is the lower intensities, green is the medium, and then red is the higher intensity. So basically what I'm feeling right now is I feel a lot of compression, air compression on my hand, and there's a lot of compression at the wrist and into the fingers, and I'll get into how I thought it worked on myself. I had a lot of people try this out as well. One of the cool things is it has a heating function as well, so you can heat this and provide some warmth to the hand, which is pretty nice. So function-wise is pretty basic. It has a USB-C charging port, and function-wise there's 3 modes, 3 intensities, and heat. So pretty simple. It's pretty easy to use. You can walk around with it on like this. You could sit with it laying on a table or something like that. I had some of my staff walking around with just this on one hand, and patients would ask them what they were doing and what was going on with the big glove that they had. So it's very portable, it's very light. You're not going to be fatigued with wearing this. Okay, so a couple of other things about this. It does come with some gloves, I think I don't know if they're latex or some other type of glove, disposable gloves that you can put lotion on your hand and then put that in here to help moisturize your hands. And I think that would be something that would actually feel pretty good. I haven't tried that myself, but it's a great idea on how to use this for moisturizing your hands as well. The other thing that this does come with is a finger massager, and this is something that one of my therapists, Janessa, who rock climbs a lot, said she really liked, and her husband actually liked this as well. It's a simple little device. It looks like this. And basically you put your finger in there and massage around the finger. So if you know any rock climbers, this is a good tool to get blood flow. They usually get achy joints and pulley issues and things like that in their fingers. And so using this simple device to to massage around the joints and around the fingers can really reduce stiffness and reduce pain as well. So this is a nice little added benefit to this hand massager, and it can really feel comfortable. You can just sit and hang out while you massage your fingers. So that's what this little device is. So what my staff and a couple of my patients have noticed with this, I use my hands a lot in physical therapy, and sometimes my hands get fatigued and tired. I have some symptoms of carpal tunnel, but that's only when I go mountain biking. So when I was trying it, I don't really have a lot of hand pain, just more fatigue. And it feels good, but what I noticed just for me specifically is it just feels like someone's squeezing my hand. And I didn't notice a huge benefit from that. For me, with what I have going on in my hand, in my hands, I think I need a little more specific pressure, like down deep in between the bones and things like that. So I had some of my staff try it out as well, and they said it felt good. One is a rock climber, and she has some hand issues. She said it felt good, but it wasn't. It didn't feel as good as some of the other massagers that Bob and Brad have sent us. So after they sent this to me, I also gave it to my mom to use. My mom has arthritis in her hands, and she has a lot of hand pain after she's been out in the garden, weeding the garden or picking corn and things like that. So I had her use this after she had been out in the garden using her hands a lot. Her hands ache a lot after that. And she did say while it was on, it felt pretty good. It helped reduce the pain in her hands, but when she took it off, the pain was kind of coming back pretty quickly. So she said it did feel good while it was on. And I think that's the consensus from the people that I've had use this. It feels good while it's on, and that compression feels good on the hand. Some people, if it goes too high, they say it doesn't feel comfortable, but most of the time it feels good while it's on. It just feels like someone squeezing your fingers. It has individual chambers in this, so it's not just one big compression of your hand. It has individual chambers that are doing that. I think if someone had arthritis, and especially if it was in the winter, I think this would be a fantastic hand massager, because in the winter I usually see my arthritis patients have more pain because their hands are cold, and they just have more stiffness and pain because of that. So I think in the winter this would be a fantastic massager for someone with hand arthritis or hand pain. I didn't have anyone specifically with carpal tunnel try this, but it could feel good. Carpal tunnel is compression of the median nerve of the carpal tunnel, so this compression may or may not feel good, but I haven't tried that out yet. So if you have arthritis or you know someone who has arthritis, this would be a great purchase for especially the winter time to keep their hands more comfortable. If you look down in the description, I'm going to put a link for 10% off that you can use to get this Bob and Brad hand massager. And I think it's a good hand massager to really have something that's specifically like I want, pushing deep in between the bones and into the muscles of the hand. I think that'd be kind of hard with something like this. I think it would be harder to get something with pointed pressure in between the bones without being uncomfortable. So I would recommend this for someone who has arthritis, for someone who has hand pain in general, and it feels good. But I really think people like my mother and my wife who have cold hands in the wintertime and may have some soreness, I think this would be a great option for them. So look in the description for more information. Check out our other videos on product reviews that we've done. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for other videos. Thanks.